Hi everybody, this is Pete with my review of a new airsoft pistol from ICS. It's the Korth PRS. Now the real steel maker, Korth, they're a German company and they make very high-end firearms. The real steel PRS goes for about $5,000 US. It's a 1911, but it's been over-engineered from having a straight blowback system to having a roller delayed blowback system. The blowback system in a pistol has to allow some of the hot gases from the ignition of the cartridge to escape after the bullet exits the barrel before that bolt retracts, exposing the magazine and the new ammunition that's about to be chambered. If it doesn't allow some of that hot gas to escape before the bolt retracts, then those hot gases will get down into the magazine. They can gum things up or possibly even ignite some of those unused rounds. A straight blowback system accomplishes this very simply. It just has a heavy bolt. If you have a heavy bolt, then the inertia of that bolt is going to require an extra moment for it to retract. Meantime, the bullet will very quickly exit the barrel, and some of those hot gases will exit after the bullet, and then the bolt retracts and everything's good. A roller delayed pistol is a lot more complicated. On the other hand, it's extremely reliable and you can have a much lighter bolt, so you can make a lighter pistol. Now, of course, the airsoft version does not use a roller delayed blowback system because it's an airsoft pistol. But the ICS version does have their new Revo valve system in the magazines. And this means it has a new fill valve and a new release valve. So the fill valve is supposed to allow a more complete fill of the magazine with green gas by allowing air to escape as you're filling. The release valve is adjustable. So this means you can change your FPS without having to swap out springs or a barrel. You can up the gas released in the winter, bring it down in the summer and maintain a consistent FPS throughout the year. Or you can just, ramp up your FPS and go crazy in your local indoor airsoft park. All right, let's get to it. So here's the box. Nice heavy cardboard box. Inside we have the manual. I think this is actually a pretty decent manual. It's not enormous, but it does have some useful information. It shows you how to field strip the pistol, and it has a nice diagram here of all the parts. That's actually pretty helpful if you want to tear it down even more than field stripping it, even further than a field strip. Now inside, under the manual, we have the main event. Here's the magazine. Now this magazine is a single stack magazine. It's not a double stack. There's the new fill valve, and here's the adjustable release valve. Just for comparison's sake, here's a VFC Glock 17. This is a 1-to-1 recreation. So compare the Glock mag. From this angle, they look pretty similar. Here's the Glock mag. Here's the Korth mag. But if you look over in this direction, the Korth mag is very slim. We also get a cleaning rod in the box. We get an adapter so that you can use all of your standard 14mm counterclockwise attachments. And we have the pistol itself. Now I ordered this from overseas and got it into the US, and you can see we now have this lovely plastic orange tip. We also have a lovely Made in Taiwan sticker. Otherwise, the markings are really nice. The grip feels good. It's machined aluminum. The slide is aluminum. We've got the Made in Germany markings. Rail on the bottom. This button you use when you're field stripping. We have two safeties. There's a safety switch that locks the slide into place, and there's a grip safety on the back of the grip. This is your slide release lever. You also need to remove this lever when you're field stripping the pistol. You do that by bringing the slide back, lining up the two notches in the slide, and then pressing the button on the other side. Out comes your lever. And there you go. Now, if you can see, there's a lot of grease. They really greased this up. I am probably going to completely clean this and use my own preferred grease, but it does come nicely greased. Nice thick recoil spring here. Inner barrel and hop-up unit. Putting it all back together is quite simple. Realign. Pop the lever in. There you go. I have to say, the action on this is smooth. This is really smooth. No doubt some of it's that lovely grease, but this is nicely machined. There's no resistance. Now, one thing that ICS has kept similar to the original steel Korth, if you notice, when I pull the slide back, the barrel stays straight. The barrel does not move. By comparison, on the Glock and on many other pistols, as you pull the slide back, the barrel actually shifts. Can you see how it tilts up? In the real steel versions, this accomplishes a couple of things, including putting the other end of the barrel closer to the chamber, making it easier to chamber around. But in the real steel Korth, that fixed barrel means that the barrel does not wobble around, and so it helps with accuracy. The barrel is actually fixed to the plane of the frame. And that's true of this pistol too. So I have high hopes for its accuracy. Man, that's smooth. All right. Next up, we will check the FPS and we will shoot it and see how accurate it is from 10 yards. Okay, so now we're going to chrono the Korth PRS by ICS. I'll take 5 shots, about 1 per second. I'm using Valken green gas. And there we go, straight out of the box, it's shooting an average of about 264. A little underpowered maybe for many purposes, depending on where you are. Here in the US, I'd like to see it run closer to 300 or 350. I'm probably going to try upgrading to maybe a crazy jet barrel, but something a little bit longer than the stock barrel to see if that can get the FPS. I'm also curious to find out exactly what effect the Revo valve is going to have. So if I adjust the release valve, I wonder how much impact I'm going to be able to have on the FPS. That'll probably be a future video. Next up, we're going to check accuracy. So here are my final thoughts on the Korth PRS by ICS. The first thing I'd like to say is this is just a really nice piece. It's got a heavy, nicely machined slide. The grip feels really nice. The markings are nice. I wanted to give you a little bit of a different look for the pistol, so I've removed the Taiwan sticker. I've replaced the orange barrel tip with the 14 mil counterclockwise adapter. And if you notice, the original inner barrel ends about here, right at the tip of the slide. So you've got a good 20 millimeters or so of extra space if you wanted to put in a longer barrel with the adapter on. This is very much a right-hander's pistol. All of the fun stuff is set up for a righty like me. No joy on the left side here. But if you are a righty, man, this thing feels really good to shoot. Again, that slide action, it's so smooth, silky smooth. It does feel to me, however, a bit underpowered. In the accuracy test, I noticed that many of the shots were actually bouncing off of the cardboard as I was shooting. So this is a spider burst target. It's just sort of a paper, thin paper, and the target was backed by one piece of corrugated cardboard. However, for accuracy itself, I'm actually pretty impressed. We can see this is 7 shots right here out of 14. So I put half the shots into a very tight grouping. If you add in the slightly larger group, including these, that's 10 out of 14 shots. That's okay. And then we have 3 flyaways at the bottom and 1 flyaway at the top. I can't entirely blame the pistol for this. I think user error may well be responsible for at least some of those. But even at relatively low FPS, without touching the original hop system at all, I haven't changed out the barrel, I haven't changed bucking, nothing like that. It's not bad out of the box. It's not bad. Just it needs more power. If I was going to take this out in a game, I would want to either play with the valves or upgrade the barrel and bucking, or both, to make it shoot closer to probably around 300, or even if I can get it up there, 320 or 330. I think that'll give me a lot better accuracy and a lot better range. Still, even though I would not say this is necessarily the most easily skirmishable pistol right out of the box, I really enjoy shooting it. It makes this fantastic sound when you shoot it. It's the heavy slide results in a really nice sense of kickback, really nice sense of recoil. It feels good to hold it. And it feels, when you're squeezing the trigger, it feels well machined. So I really enjoy this. I really enjoy this piece. And I'm looking forward to putting a little bit of time into it, upgrading it, tweaking it, getting it run the way I like, so that I can take it out and actually use it in a game. If you have any questions, please hit me up in the comments. This has been Pete. Thanks for watching.